thank you so very much for keeping us entertained here at the Nest of Champions. And we want to sincerely, on behalf of the chairman of Akwa United Football Club, the management staff and players of this wonderful football club, we want to welcome you to Gospel Akwa International Stadium, Nest of Champions. For today's NPFL match is 13th round between Akwa United 2021 champions up against Niger Football Club of Ghana. We are grateful to have you in our midst, and we thank you for your wonderful support as usual. It's NPFL match day 30, match is lined up to be played in different sectors across the country, and here at the Nest of Champions, we have just witnessed the players and the officials complete their traditional pre-match warm-up, getting themselves ready and fine-tuning their spirit ahead of the game. Coming into this game, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear football stakeholders and wonderful supporters and fans of Akwa United, this match will be handled by experienced match officials, the match commissioner all the way from the State Hospital Hero, and also the referee assessor for this match, Reverend Father Ali Jude from Enugu State. And then we have the referees for today's game, Justin Grade 1 referee from Enugu State, Assistant Referee 1, Yokwere Uche, Grade 1 referee from Enugu State. We have the Assistant Referee 2, Akwa Grade 1 referee from Ekiti State. While the reserve referee for today's game, Niger Grade 1 referee from Abia State. You can see on the technical edge of Akwa United Football Club, the head coach, Mohamed Babagana, leading other technical officials and the reserve players as they take their place on the bench. Shortly, the two sets of players and the referees will file out of the tunnel for the commencement of this game. Coming into this match, the two teams, Akwa United and Niger Tornadoes, have met 11 times in the past. Between 2012 and now, the two teams have met 11 times. Akwa United winning 7 of those matches. Niger Tornadoes winning 4. This fixture has never produced a draw before. Niger Tornadoes in 9th position, 9 places, and 9 points, separating them with Akwa United who are in 18th position. Other fixtures that we have for you also today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, where we are seeing one of the many broadcast matches on the Propel Sports NPFL Live platform, powered by MTN and, of course, NairoBet, the home of sports betting. And so we are back again here, where one sat in times of past to witness the soaring prime and trophy glory. It is the same seat that he may witness these potential days of a tragic story where the sun once set and rose in sides of progression. This faces now hope of fights of relegation. It's Mohammed against Mohammed, one from the north, the other from the south. It's Akwa United versus Niger Tornadoes. And when we talk about hopes to avoid relegation, you do know that one team is suffering that fate at the moment. 18th on the table, hoping to beat the drop. Their visitors, however, are 9 points above them and 9th on the NPFL table. Welcome to Akwa United versus Niger Tornadoes, live right here in Uyo, which has become known as the new home of Nigerian football, That's right. The Godswill Akpabio Stadium is the official home and playing stuff of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who would not be here, of course, until just over a month from now. And so today we'll find out if Coach Mohamed Babakanaru can get his first win in charge of the Promise Keepers, who are desperately in need of 3 points today. The fans have come out irrespective of what happened in the last match day here, and irrespective of the loss to Remo Stars, the loss at home too here, and would hope to change the fortunes that are befalling them today. It was Doma United who defeated doing his job, the towering defender there.
I mean, this is Niger to
Yet a kick for the promise keepers, who need to do all they can to atone for the sins, say 28, where they lost on this soil for the very first time. That definitely will be at the back of their minds now. Umar Abdullahi is on the touchline and not Mohamed Babaganuru. The man's taken a lot of pressure already. The management of the side did say that he was signed even before the Gombe United match. And that saw Umar Abdullahi nominated as a coach of the month. Lovely swung in. Akwa United could just get their first goal. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. And that's the chance gone begging there. Oshoba Caprio was there. Look at him once again. Straight there to Pascal Onunze. Interestingly, Pascal Onunze was a star La Liga under 15 and under 16, 20. And he's making his debut for Akwa United today. And that's a player you haven't seen before in those shirts. And he's already trying to look for a goal right here.
Well, I mean, he's got to prove what he's made up of, because looking at the Akwa United side, where Suleiman Sani has come into, seal his place in the side. Certainly, he has hope that if he makes it, if he does very well, then certainly he would be given the chance, to wear a shirt like that of the promise keepers, the orange jersey, which some players, as far as the Nigerian Football League is concerned, would want to don this jersey. And I think so far he's trying to make sure that the coaches get that confidence and
looking, but here he is, the number 19, trying to make sure that he is remembered for this day that he is featured in a starting 11. He was there in the last game as well against Remo Stars. And Akwa United being the more purposeful side in this encounter, it wouldn't matter at all who starts or who's making a debut. But ultimately, who gets the goals today? That's a call for a handball there, but the referee looks the other way. Wani Kechuko, former Akwa United player, looks like Sani stretches arms, but he retreated quickly. Niger top on. Cora Victor looking for some help there. Clinton Jefta. And it rolls all the way out for a goal kick to Akwa United. A quarter of an hour gone. It almost looks like it's been almost 30 minutes gone. But only 15 minutes gone in this encounter. It's Akwa United nil, Niger Tornadoes nil. The Godswill Akpabio International in this match day to you on NPFL Live. And just like Naira Bet as well, take Nigerian football wherever you go, in whatever country as well. We need to support our own football. Niger Tornadoes trying to run. Wisdom and Dawn doing a very Herculean task there, trying to keep Okoro Victor at bay. But Wisdom still has the energy in him.
I mean,
even though one of the more advanced players in this squad.
I mean, he's played a greater percentage of the games this season, and you'd wonder fatigue should be a problem for him, but it seems to he keeps having the ability to keep the opponent at fair. I mean, he's been quite very fantastic. A young lad who's doing so much for himself.
Sonny. It meets the intended target, which is Emmanuel James. It looks like he was trying to look for Ubong is here and there, but Naholo read that one very well.
I mean, Naholo, he's been at Ayimba, got an experience at Ayimba. It's been at some very top clubs as far as the Niger Premier Football League is concerned. And he's got quite the experience. Looking at the number of matches he's kept clean sheets in, it would be very difficult for Akwa United to get past Naholo, but then suddenly they know that they need it.
So it's a shot there, but it rolls wide. Akintunde Aziz, a man who knows how to score goals. Gotten 4 goals already for Niger Tornadoes this season. The ball didn't quite just fall in place for him very well. Looks like he got the right angle. Jean Afala was nowhere near that one. As Niger Tornadoes continue treading in that part. Away goal. And Friday! It just waves wide the goalposts. Ugom Friday trying to build the catch, trying to keep the promise. Oh, Jefta! Saved by Jean Ifala. That was a scary moment for the fans.
I mean, when
I'm sure Coach Umar Abdullahi as well.
Happened against Doma United, suddenly it would be something very scary.
Lovely passes here by the away side. Jerome bossing, of course, that one. Jerome. Ubong is taking it all the way back to Jean Fala. Wisdom. It's two, but it looks like it's going to give it to Suleiman. The player of the month of match. That was quickly taken. And Sheyi Oguntayo almost turned the stadium here. But it wasn't that precise from the diminutive midfielder who's got a number of goals also for Akwa United this season. Still no goal to report in this 21 minutes of play so far at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Jerome for Akwa United. Oshoba being called on. Jerome. ASN now. ASN would look for anybody. He finds it's back to Wisdom. Oshoba now. Oshoba has many. And not definitely sure what was thought about there. Iridion Ezekiel. Iridion Ezekiel will be crazy now. Another chance gone begging again. This time it's Sani Emmanuel. Iridion Ezekiel earlier on missing an opportunity. And then, of course, it's Sani Emmanuel or Sani Suleiman. Play is stopped momentarily here. Action has resumed, and there's a Shoba Kabir Obong Friday. And there's disappointment from Pascal Onunze there. Couldn't keep the ball in play. Pascal Sani. Well, I'm not sure how he feels these days about winning the match player of the month and player of the month in match, and then going to back-to-back losses under a new coach. Let's see how it goes. Emmanuel James couldn't keep it in play, unfortunately. A chance gone begging there for the Promise Keepers. 25 minutes gone, a potential 20 to go, and we are yet to find a goal in this encounter. Niger Tornadoes, Chidi Ernest trying to twist and turn there. That's Upong Friday now. Could find a Shoba, and they did it on Ezekiel, but Enaholo was there at the right place and the right time to avert any danger for Niger Tornadoes. Goalless in this encounter. Fans in the stadium here have come out and indeed have your faith in this Akwa United side. From the way they're playing, Looks like the fans are satisfied at the moment, but the goals are definitely lacking.
Well, I think the fans are used to this very situation. They might not be used in the sense of satisfied, but used in the sense of it's something that's happened again and again. They've seen it happen.
Niger Tornadoes right there. It's a match. GDNS. It goes down. Referee says play on, but Jerome is also down. And it's another play on right now. Tornadoes. And it simply just rolls to Jean Efala. It looks like Papa Ganaru, who is up now, was just disappointed. Hoping that Efala would just kick the ball out and keep the tempo on. But that didn't happen. Ubong Friday now. It's on the end of it. Sani. It's now to Shea. Shea gets a shot at Kabiru. Could be the first goal. Somehow it doesn't happen. Oshoba Kabiru fails to take advantage. The god of Niger Tornadoes was there. And it showed up in the form of Joshua Enaholo, who just outstretched his hands, and suddenly nothing could penetrate. Not even a one-on-one. You don't get that many one-on-ones in an encounter like this.
Absolutely, you do not. And Oshoba Kabir just chose to dilly-dally with that opportunity, make nothing out of it. And it might cost them in this very encounter, absolutely.
Akwa United asking the questions, the door refusing to open. Knocking and knocking and knocking. Jerome, he scored in back-to-back away games. Scored against Remo Stars. Scored against Plateau United. But this time, the man who... lots of hopes on him, Sani Suleiman, appears to be somewhat lost in the game. How would you rate his performance so far, Sani Suleiman?
Well, I mean, as far as this game is concerned, I think Idris Saidu has done a very good job to contain Sani Suleiman so far. He's not given him that breathing space in this very encounter.
Lovely defensive work from Jerome. ASN. Pascal to ASN now. Finds Oshoba. Shay's there. Ubong is chasing hard. But it's Niger Tornadoes in the mode of Famwani Ikechukwu. A man who was a winner of the league title with Akwa United right here in the same stadium. He celebrated with the orange and black in 2021. Today he is on the opposing side. The beauty of football. And just so you know, the man who is the top goal scorer for Niger Tornadoes this season is on the bench. Not sure why. Of course, Majin Mohammed is keeping him on the bench. Well, man doesn't start all the games. And so here they go, Clinton Jefta. Jefta still going. But Jerome was there. Actually, it was Shei Oguntayo who ran all the way back and cleared out of harm's way. Jefta was already preparing to use his left foot to strike it in. Sadiq Razak was waiting in the wings right there. A corner kick already quickly taken. There goes that man Jefta once again. He knows how to score goals in a... It goes wide. And Akwa United can breathe and heave a sigh of relief there. That attack did not end up on a positive note. Still a goalless situation. Half hour mark already done. 31 minutes on the clock. It's Akwa United 0, Niger Tornadoes 0. Match day 30 right here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Oyo Akwa Ibom State, the home of Nigerian football, as it were. Oshoba Kapiril is at the end of it right now. Wisdom had to come all the way from the back, but that attack is thwarted right now and sent all the way back. Ubong Esien to Jerome. Jerome has only one option, just to kick it forward, but he does a 1-2 with Sheyo Guntaya. Jerome moving forward right now, maybe trying to go get the goals like he did against Plateau United and Remo Stars. Oshoba Kabirul is right there as well. Oshoba try to beat his man, turns all the way back, looks like he can't penetrate, but there are players waiting on the wings right there. Ididiong Ezekiel, there's a Oshoba right now, he can still square it in, but he ends a corner kick in the process. A bit of hesitation from the number 8s there earlier on, and not to the excitement of the fans here, who are already wondering what could have been happening with the number 8 man. And there he is again, hesitating. Pascal Onunze to Oshoba, he fires in, he wins another corner kick. There is pressure and tension on the number 8. He is given that opportunity again to take another corner kick. Kabir Oshoba hasn't missed any of the last 10 games for Akwa United. He swings it in again. What can happen here? There's Jerome up front. Sani Suleiman to Emmanuel James. Shei Pascal is there as well. And so now Ubong Friday, what can happen here? Hesitates for a bit. Once again, it's Oshoba. Shei now! And nothing comes out of this attack. Akwa United still looking for the opener. Niger Tornadoes still doing great defensive work right there. Maybe the god of Niger Tornadoes is just ever present at the back line. And so here goes Niger Tornadoes now. Idris Saidu straight to Sadiq Razak. But the end product is a throw in to the promise keepers. Akwa United getting more of the ball possession right here. Falls under defense. Jerome sends it to James. James doesn't get to it. There's a collision. The referee says play on. And this is play on as well. Ubong is seeing now. Ubong Friday. Ubong to Ubong. And the end product is not a goal. Maybe, just maybe, that Ubong to Ubong would have produced something, but it goes all the way out.
Well, Ubong means glory. That
Glory
would have been
to
some
glory.
glorious moment.
Glory! But it didn't end in glory.
It didn't end in glory, I mean.
It was just glory to glory.
And nothing out of it.
No happy ending in this one. Akwa United still searching for the highly elusive goal. They need it by all means. In this last 8 games of the season, every point counts. If they need to get out of the relegation zone, every point counts. They cannot afford to lose here today. At least that's what the fans are saying. That's what the punters, that's what the commentators and the analysts are saying here today. A loss might just confine Akwa United to the abyss. Pascal couldn't penetrate. Great job done at the back there. Adeyinka Najim Jr., that's a man who's not quite celebrated. He was very, very evident in that wonderful spree there. Look at what can happen. Akwa United can get a first goal. And it's Ubong Friday with a rebounding header. And the referee gives a goal. It is the first goal of this encounter. Referee points to the center. A little bit of collusion there with Ubong Friday and the goalkeeper, but it wouldn't matter because it is the Promise Keepers who have taken the lead right here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. It is 1-0 for the home side.
Well, I mean, the pressure has paid off for the Promise Keepers so far. They've been asking the questions. They've been at the other half of the pitch. It's been, I mean, they've had greater share of possession, and it just really paid off that if you keep knocking and knocking at the door, you'll finally get something out of it. I think this time around, Ubong Friday helped to ensure that they got that first goal. And well, it's still early days as far as this game is concerned because it's just still one half and it's not yet over.
A fourth goal for the number 14 man for Akwa United, Ubong Friday. And if you can score 4 goals in a season, you have indeed played your part.
Well, you
and
understand?
considering that he was not there in the first half of the season,
exactly.
He definitely is living up to his wages, whatever his wages are.
13 games, 4 goals. I mean,
well, hopes definitely resting on him. He's the preferred forward liner these days. And just as Umara Abdullahi kept faith in him, Coach Papa Canaro also keeping faith in him as well. And he has delivered what could be a very crucial goal for the Promise Keepers here today against the Ikon Ala boys, who came here on the back of a 5-0 thumping of Gombe United. Well, these days, you want to get points, go to the Pantami Stadium. You would get points home and away. Sheyi, Sunny now, Friday goal scorer. Sheyi could go solo, but Friday's there as well. Was looking for Sunny. There goes Sunny Manuel, Sunny Suleiman.
I mean, just the foot from Osoba there would have just gotten it for the Promise Keepers. But interestingly, they're yet to, one goal is not enough. One goal is not enough.
Surely they know that one goal is certainly not enough. With 5 minutes at the end of the first 45 minutes, Akwa United looking for an insurance goal to take them into the dressing room here today. Akwa United on their way to winning their 8th game at home against Niger Tornadoes. And don't forget, they have not conceded against them in their last 6 meetings at home as well. The last time they conceded was in October 2007 against this side, the sky blue and of course navy blue of Niger States. Akwa United have won 9 of the 16 meetings between there. Have never been a draw. Niger Tornadoes are bosses at home, but Akwa United are bosses also at home as well. And so the defense bridged the defense of Mohamed Husseini, who's been ever strong, especially in the last game and in their last away games as well against Pendle Insurance and Bayelsa United. It has been bridged by Akwa United, who would say, we know be Insurance, we know be Bayelsa United. We are the Promise Keepers. Unfortunately, the Promise Keepers are not keeping the promise this season. But with every game that they can amass all points and maximum points, they could surely step out of the relegation zone. As it stands, Akwa United are just lifting himself up. Ubong Friday. There's Ubong. 6 help from Sheyi. And there's a shovel now. It could be the second goal. Oshoba Kabir has been outstanding. He caps it up with a goal here today. 2 goals to the good. Akwa United rule at their home ground as they hope to erase the very dark memories of 2 match days ago when they unfortunately lost here to Toma United. 2 goals in 5 minutes. It's what the fans would definitely need here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium.
Well, I mean, for Super Kebe, he'll be very happy. His first goal of the season for Akwa United, and he did that very brilliantly. He redeemed himself earlier in the 28th minute. He had an opportunity to score for Akwa United and put them in the lead, but unfortunately he couldn't do it. But now he's redeemed himself perfectly with that fantastic volley to help Akwa United get 2 goals in the first half of this very encounter. So Kebe certainly would be very happy scoring, in his 24th appearance for the Promise Keepers this season.
Interestingly, that should be a very special one for Shoba Kabir. As much as a workaholic that he is, it is incidentally his first goal for Akwa United. And it is certainly going to be a memorable one for the Dreadlocks winger. Shea Oguntayo goes down. The referee says play on. The goal scorer is chasing hard as well. Can he meet it? No, he doesn't. Well, while Shea gets up, of course, his opposite number, Niger Tornadoes, is right there on the pitch, lying down in green pastures. 2-0 the scoreline, and it might almost look like Akwa United are comfortable, but it is not the case, because they are still nestled in the 18th position on the current live log, as it were, with, of course, 32 points. They're still 2 behind Kwara United, who are 17th on the table. Although, of course, they are way above Hatland and Gombe United, who already look like those would be 2 of the 4 relegated teams this season. Interestingly,
15 match days ago, Niger Tornadoes were 19th on the Niger Premier Football League log. But
Can you imagine?
Man, a turnaround came about when they brought in the assistant coach Majid Muhammad into the fray, and ever since they've turned around their fortunes, and now they're 9th. Well, what's the standards right now?
Akwa United were not bold to do the same and keep Umar Abdullahi, who was the assistant coach, in charge. Well, they're doing something right here. Clifton Jefta. Well, Jerome would have none of that Clifton Jefta dribble. Iridium Ezekiel is dispossessed by Sylvester Bell. 2 goals already, and it's just roughly a minute to relegation half-time. Akwa United and Rivers United are both leading in respective centers here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, and right there at the Dokea Messiameka Stadium. 2-0 against Plateau United. Rivers United lead in some of the games you can catch this evening on NPFL Live. Elsewhere, Bayelsa United and Katsina United playing out a 1-0 draw. And also Bendel Insurance. What definitely a big blunder there by the goalkeeper. It's a corner kick. And just another opportunity for Akwa United to make good of this. Bendel Insurance, with the return of Coach Mondio Dige, are trailing at home 1-0. So it's not about Mondio Dige, many might say. Kano Pillars lead away from home. Enugu Rangers beating Abia Warriors 1-0. Aimba beating Hatland 1-0. And Gombe United losing at home, expectedly, to Kwara United 1-0. Set in there, and Naholo punches it out. Shea tries to get it back in. He might go solo. Yes, he does. And it's well saved by Joshua Enaholo, the former under 20 World Cup star.
Well, I think Say got inspired by that Super Kabir effort and tried make that a last year's attempt, but I think this time around Enaholo is just in place to keep it safe.
Well, we talk about ex-national team stars, and we look at a number of them who couldn't make it abroad. Well, goalkeepers are not that fortunate to make it abroad.
Well, 1 right now. South Africa. Talk about Wabili. Yeah,
Niger Tornadoes really trying to make good of this few minutes here. Wani Kechuku. The ball floats straight into the air. And just when we were trying to settle down to see what else is left of this Fed 45, the referee Justin Egum calls it a wrap as the players jog out into the dressing room. The players of both sides would definitely be looking forward to what happens in the second 45. Coach Baba Ganaru will obviously be relieved that he is on his way to his first win in charge of the club after 3 games. Obviously needed, Samuel, when you look at the fact that he came in quite highly recommended. And after the first 2 games, obviously, there were questions, especially after the loss here to Doma United. There were questions about why Baba Ganaru was still employed in spite of Umaru Abdullah's form, and even getting nominated for a team in the relegation waters, nominated as a coach of the month. Baba Ganaru surely needs to win this game to justify his employment in Akwa United.
Well, certainly he does need to, because you look at the efforts Umar Abdullahi has put into this team. And you saw him in the first half. He was on the sideline, coordinating the boys, dishing out instructions to the boys. The boys understand him. He's been here through different, phases. Different coaches have come and gone. Umar Abdullahi has been here and understands the club, understands how to relate with the management, understands how to relate with the team too, understand how to relate with the other staff. So, interestingly, it would be easier for Umar Abdullahi, but for Baba Ganaru, who just came in, it would have been quite hard to settle in. But certainly, the remaining matches would really determine what style Baba Ganaru is made of. If really he is the Sam Allardyce of Nigerian football, we will see when the final whistle of the last match day in the Niger Premier Football League is blown. Will Akwa United still remain where they are in the relegation area, or will they get out of that zone and maybe see brighter days?
Well, the aim is to get out of there, but the aim for Niger Tornadoes as well. If they could have gone out of there, of course, in this year, this calendar year, and in the second half of the season, obviously Niger Tornadoes with the acting manager or acting technical advisor Majid Mohammed can aim for more. But Uyo is not Edo. Uyo is not Yenagoa as well, where they went away and won on both occasions. We'll all see how that goes, ladies and gentlemen, as we call it a wrap on the first half festivities right here. Second half coming up in a bit, and all you need to do is just stay tuned to see how it all goes. But in case you missed all the action, it's 2 goals to the good. One from Obong Friday, scoring his 4th goal for Akwa United this season, coming in the second half of the season, while Shoba Kabiro, the pacey, racy winger, is celebrating his first ever goal for Akwa United. And I'm sure that in the dressing room, there will be water poured on him. But there's still a lot to play for. Second 45 to follow. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with you. And just before we hit you with the second 45, we might be having one of our guests right here, our journalist, to talk about what to expect in the second 45. This is NPFL Live, powered by Propel Sports Africa, and proudly sponsored by MTN, the home of football, and Naira Bet, the home of sports betting. Stay tuned.
Thank you very much. Thank you so very much, DJ Master. Once again, we welcome you to the list of champions. And we thank you for your immense support, even to Akwa United Football Club. At the end of the first 45 minutes, their support has made all the difference. Akwa United leading by 2-0. On behalf of the chairman of Akwa United Football Club, Elder Paul Bassi, the management, staff and players of this wonderful football club, we want to thank in a very special way the executive governor of Akwa State, Pastor Paul Bassi, for his wonderful support to Akwa United Football Club. We are grateful to the Honorable Commissioner for Youth Development and Sports, Sir Monday Ebokuku, for his commitment and unwavering support to Akwa United Football Club and all other state football teams. We also want to use this occasion to thank the Permanent Secretary and all the directors in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, especially the Director of Sports, Mrs. Bridget White, always being there for Akwa United Football Club. We recognize in a very special way the Nigerian Football Federation Executive Board member representing South. He is the Honorary Special Advisor to Governor Paul Bassi on sports and the CEO of NNL Outfit FC One Rocket. Right Honorable Otuko says we welcome you, sir. We also welcome the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Honorable Charles Udon. You are welcome, sir. We're glad to have you in our midst this wonderful afternoon. We recognize and welcome the chairman and members of our Akwa State Football Normalization Committee, led by the Otuko Body Young. We welcome the Secretary, Sir John Legend, the Vice Chairman, Honorable Saturday Akwa, and all other members. Elder in the Edogo Christian and ATFL, Mr. Bassi, for providing a healthy environment for football to thrive in these days. We are glad to recognize and welcome the executive and members of our Akwa State Football and other sports stakeholders committee, the chairman, Elder Paul Bassi, the vice chairman, Comrade Felix Udon, you're welcome, sir. The secretary of that committee, and Olympian Coach Lawrence Ipago, we want to welcome you. We wish to say a special thank you to the executive and members of our Akwa State Football Referees Council led by Elder Joe Bassi. We are particularly grateful to have in our midst this afternoon the executive and members of Akwa State Football Coaches Association led by Coach Anielo Ekari. We thank you for joining us, the number one journalist in Akwa State, Comrade Amos Etu. You are welcome. We thank in a very special way the chairman, executive and members of Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Akwa State Chapter, Comrade Emmanuel Akwa, for making out time to identify with us here today. We are excited to have in our midst the chairman of the other FC, former Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Sport.
And we are back to resume hostilities right here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, where Akwa United would hope to consolidate in a 2-0 lead in the first 45 minutes of this match day 30 encounter against the Ikon Alaboys. And they're already pushing very hard. They did young Ezekiel almost killed through, but it went past the line. In case for whatever reason you're joining us for the first time, 2 goals by Ubong Friday, his 4th for the season, and of course Oshoba Kabiru getting the 2nd. Indeed, both goals shared between the 2 attackers, putting Akwa United in the lead in this very crucial game that's still not seen them lift off from their 18th position on the table so far. But 2-0 definitely is what the fans would have been looking for, at least the first half scoreline. Maybe 2 more goals in the second 45 would further be very exhilarating. Ubong Friday now! A second goal! No, it's not. It almost seemed like it was hit in the back of the net. Ubong Friday is in his element today. It was surely Joshua Naholo is also not allowing that to happen right now. Just few seconds into the second 45. And Akwa United are looking for a third goal already this season in this encounter.
Well, Ubong Friday would have just been very grateful. It would have made it his 5th of the season. But absolutely, Joshua was just courageous and ensured that he couldn't get that one past him. Some very audacious goalkeeping there from Naholo.
And so a corner kick is the result right now. And it's headed away. Niger Tornadoes, the Econ Ala boys, before this game had won 2 away games. But what they have met in Oyo Akwa Ibom State is different from what they met in Benin and Yenagoa, where they won both of those games. That's one of the goal scorers, Oshoba Kabiro, to Sheyo Guntayo, who scored a fair number of goals. Pascal Anunze. Ubong Friday. Ubong to James. James to Shea. Shea all the way back to Jerome. Jerome to Jean Efala. It's Cameroon to Cameroon. And then, of course, to Nigeria. Ubong is here and there. Pascal playing with more precision here. This Akwa United side. Oshoba Kapiro with more confidence as well. Shea Guntayo, he runs in right now. And Sani Suleiman almost cocking and shooting. But of course, he was stopped there in the ranks. And here goes Wani Kechuku, a former player of Akwa United, still manages to get past his former teammates. He's brought down. And obviously, it's going to be a free kick. And the first booking of the encounter as well against a former player of Akwa United. Ikechukwu Wani. And so Niger Tornadoes are also responding in a similar fashion, trying to get the goals. But when you have a free kick in that position, you must take advantage of it.
Exactly, you must. But I think for them, they know very well that they've recorded some very spectacular victory. Went away against Benel Insurance, got a 3-1 victory against them away from home. And there might be something in them feeling that they can do it here at the Nest of Champions, that they can come from behind and get the necessary, maybe a point from this very game. It's going to be an uphill task for them.
An uphill task which starts with a free kick that they are having just around the box. As Niger Tornadoes get set for 2 substitutions. Their captain, Mohamed Husseini, stands over this one. He goes direct, but it's inches wide over the posts. Nothing to trouble goalkeeper Jean Efala, who is having a bit of holiday today. Clean sheet in the making. But for the opposite number, so much for the former international Joshua Naholo. He's considered 2 goals today. And so the substitutions are coming in thick and fast. Emeka Alex has come on for Niger Tornadoes. So has Solomon Owelo as well. And the 2 players who are out right now, of course, the number 17 man, Sylvester Bell, is off. So Coach Mohammed is trying to reinforce that attack of his to ensure that there's more bites. Chidi Ernest and Sylvester Bell are out for the two players who are in at the moment for Niger Tornadoes. Still 2-0 the scoreline. Solomon Owelo.
Well, with Sylvester Bell out,
And Emeka Alex.
with just two Cameroonians on the pitch, I mean. There were
course.
3 earlier.
Well, it looks like the Cameroonian partnership is making sense. Lovely pass, but not able to pass through. Of course, talking about Nwani Ikechukwu. Imagine if Akwa United still had Ikechukwu Nwani. Well, some Akwa United former players have gone on to do great things. You know, some of them even who left in the first half of the season started getting goals for the likes of Aimba and the likes of them. Uche Collins is one of such players. Now integral part of the Aba Elephants. But here's one of the new boys there, Emeka Alex. So a defensive substitution there. Could that shot be going on? The man is onside. Talking about Ikechukwu Nwani. But Sheyi Guntayo is the man who's at the end of it. Sani Suleiman
I think
could not
I think he was just quite
get that
anxious.
one.
Quite anxious about the result. You know, what would it result in? And he just laid that pass anxiously and he couldn't really get to his man.
Jerome has been very formidable at the back there. There he is again. Mohamed Babaganaru not thinking about changing any of his starting 11. Ubong Essien is doing the Lord's work for Akwa United. Sheyi Guntayo has no time for the dribbles. He sends it all the way to James. Sonny Emmanuel now, Ubong Friday. Dispossessed.
Well,
Niger Tornadoes. It's their turn now. Of course, Chidi Ernest. It's a throw into the Ikon Ala boys. A loss here wouldn't really hurt them, but everyone has an ambition of going all the way to see if they can get some continental action. Emeka Alex there, dribbled. That's a foul there. An obvious handball. And it is an obvious yellow card to be given. The new man, Emeka Alex, has already gotten into the referee's books. Just less than 10 minutes and coming on. He is already here. Of course, the referee has put him in his back books. A back-to-back booking for the Ikon Ala boys. And that's for bringing down an Akwa United player. Ubong Friday has been the menace for this Niger Tornadoes side. And he is probably James would be taking the resultant free kick. We have to wait and find that out. But it's all looking good for the Promise Keepers so far in match day 30. I had some fans say earlier on, and even mentioned the name of the maker and say they will never get relegated. We have to see about that. Football could be crazy at times.
it's not about wishes.
Well, they are wishes, they are prayers as well. And you can see the crowd here. These people believe in the team and want to see them succeed as well. Ubong Friday, Emmanuel James, stand over it, and it's a direct shot. And the man of the moment probably might count as a man of the match. Flings the ball wide over the net. And Akwa United find themselves needing another opportunity like that. Still 2-0 the scoreline. And definitely 56 minutes of play so far. 8 corners, 3 fouls. Of course, for the home side, Akwa United, Niger Tornadoes have committed 3. They have actually committed very crucial fouls that have earned them 2 yellow cards as well. And also, it's been 1 yellow card for Akwa United, 2 definitely for Niger Tornadoes. None of them has been in the red book so far, so it's not been an ill-tempered game. Pascal sends it to Oshoba, a goal scorer today. Mohamed Husseini turns all the way back. And so it's that man once again, Nwani Ikechukwu. Ikechukwu. Wisdom heads it back. Ikechukwu there wins a free kick for Niger Tornadoes. The fans and supporters of Akwa United are hitting hard. Well, one thing we don't have in Nigeria and the culture, you see the fans sitting down there so quiet, they don't even have any chant. Well, if you watch the Premier League, you hear them singing songs and chanting. But I'm not sure if the fans of Akwa United have any chants.
Well,
what are they going to say?
Well, I mean, maybe they just know the club anthem.
They just sit down and watch and see whatever happens. Well, it's Niger Tornadoes now. Let's see what they do with this one. It's a free kick. Standing over it is Sylvester Bell. Idrisu Saidu is getting set to take this one. The referee has to caution the players once again. The players of Akwa United, Wisdom and Dawn is there. Emmanuel James, Ubong Friday, all forming the wall. And it's taken, it's indirect, it's the new guy. Floats way past Niger Tornadoes with Mohamed Husseini. Husseini takes it over the bar. And it's Akwa United who are safe once again. No problem for John Ifala. It's a goal kick. Nothing to fear. And probably why Coach Mohamed Babaganaru has not made any changes so far. But for Niger Tornadoes, they have made 2 changes already in the second 45. There they go again. Adeyinka Jr. was looking for Ikechukwu Nwani. And it's been taken out. It's another corner kick for Niger Tornadoes. It looks like Najim is having a word with the ball boys. I think there's a new rule involving ball boys now, that they shouldn't be giving the ball to the opposing side, but we'll talk about that later on. It's taken. Jean Ifala going all the way out. But an infringement is spotted there, and it's Akwa United's ball. Of course, the ball indeed went out. And it's Akwa United will have the ball. What's that rule involving the ball boys now? It looks like the ball boys are not allowed to hand over the balls anymore. But how indeed do you get the balls if the ball boys do not fetch the balls for you? And this has been a question raised by, especially if you're playing in an away ground. Interesting. The young boys would definitely have the affinity with the home side. And they do know what's going on. Talking about players who have been ball boys. Neymar was a ball boy for Brazil at some point. Looks like Mbappe was also a ball boy. I don't mind being a ball boy. I wish I was a ball boy for the big stars back in the day. you know, I probably would have been getting a lot of dollars.
But not in the Niger Premier Football League.
Not in the Niger League, man. They don't send you.
But would you love to be a ball boy in the Niger Premier Football League? I mean,
yeah, I mean, of course. These young stars, this is the closest they can get. But the way that of course, the Premier League, the La Liga, and all of that is close to these young stars these days, I'm sure they'll probably want to be ball boys in other climes. But anything good starts from home. And we hope that one day the Nigerian Premier Football League, as it's now known, will become one to be reckoned with. Like in the past. In the past, we did have the big stars, the Daniel Amonkachis, the Emmanuel Amunike's, the Kanu Wankwas, the JJ Okoches, the Finidi Georges. They were all here. The Obina Waneris, the Vincent Yamas. Nigerian Premier Football League has definitely brought about lots and lots of big stars in the global field. Well, you can argue that some of the players of today did not play in the Niger Premier Football League. The flag's up there, and so the attack of Akwa United could not count there. Well, Maurice, I was talking about the players of today. In the Super Eagles, for instance. In the past, players of the Super Eagles were the biggest stars, some of them who've established themselves on the local scene before going outside. But today, the biggest stars in the Premier League, in the national team, were players who definitely played abroad. What a shot there! Niger Tornadoes being very ambitious with the young man there, the Clinton Jefter. Well, he's been left there for a reason, to see how we can get the goals for Niger Tornadoes, but it does not happen.
Well, if he had just slot that in, the fans would have gotten back. The atmosphere would have been passibly tensive again. There would have been some tension. We've seen these two goals actually, reduce the tension right here at the Nest of Champions. The fans have been able to clap and applaud the possessive football, style of football Akwa United have been playing this very evening. But, I mean, if Jefter had slot that in, the story would have been different.
Was earlier talking about the Nigerian national team and how many players did get there. That's Ubong Friday once again squares it in, was looking for Sani Suleiman, but it's cleared away by the giant Emeka Alex, who got on the referee's bad books just after getting in. It looks like we're having some friends right here who are gifting us something. What a rush. That cannot be said. Anyway, someone's trying to distract us here, but it's okay. It's for good.
The interesting nature.
65 minutes on the clock. 25 minutes to go in this encounter. Akwa United already in the driving seat. So it looks like there's nothing to fear for the home side. But Samuel, we do know how football is. And it's a time where we're even looking at tonight is the Champions League in Europe. Well, just so we know, Sports Reverend, this stage the national team of Nigeria does not consist of players who actually played, largely does not consist of players who played in the Nigerian Premier Football League, except for probably the most influential player, well, outfield player, Stanley Nwabali. You know, Victor Osimhen never played for any Nigerian Premier League team. The best player in the AFCON, William Trusikong never played for any Nigerian Premier football team. Here's Ubong Friday. Oshaba Kapil. Sani Suleiman. Sani. Ow! Akwa United doing some lovely football right here. And so, Ikechuku. There they go again. Solomon Owelo. Emmanuel. Shei. Shei will just look for Ubong Friday now. Sani Suleiman steadies it for Oshoba Kapiro. He's been a workaholic so far. Shei. Sani Suleiman is offside. The flag's up already. And it is yet another goal kick for, of course, Niger Tornadoes. The clock is certainly ticking. 20 minutes ago, Akwa United still in the ascendancy. What can they do to keep this hope or actually keep this scoreline?
I mean, so far so good. They've been able to contend the Akonila boys in this very encounter. And I think they know really well. We've seen the substitutions made by Coach Majid Mohammed for Niger Tornadoes. They've come in, they've mounted some pressure, they've brought some more bite to the attack of the Niger Tornadoes boys. But certainly, I think for Coach Umar Abdullahi and also the head technical advisor talk about Baba Ganaru, he knows very well that they have to maintain this lead. They have to keep this lead. They have to get this victory.
Well, there's action on the pitch right now, Niger Tornadoes. Even as the coach tries to get some substitutions on, but it's collected now by Akwa United. Sani Suleiman, he's a fan's favorite. He's 1-on-1 with, of course, Alex. Ubong Friday has an end of it. Ubong now! And it's another opportunity here.
That was very entertaining.
Alex was brought in here for a reason. The towering defender has been able to stop the onslaught of the promise keepers, either from Sani Emmanuel or Sani Suleiman. I don't know why I keep calling him Sani Emmanuel. Sani Suleiman on one side, and also Ubong Friday on the other side as well. Well, it's been definitely an interesting last few seconds. The substitutions are happening right now. And so, playing normal part, the captain, Mohamed Husseini, leaving the pitch for Ifeanyi Okoye. What a goal! Ladies and gentlemen, we're just trying to settle in for the substitutions. But Ubong Friday has scored a brace in this encounter off a corner kick, and a lovely header from the jersey number 14 has gotten him the second goal, his second goal of this encounter, and the third for Akwa United. It's Salih Suleiman who assists this one. And it's a goal made in heaven, at least for the Akwa United fans who were saying, thank God we didn't come here in vain, like the last time.
Well, I mean, the beauty of football, the last game, this team, Niger Tornadoes, beat Gombe United 5-0. And just after beating Benel Insurance 3-1, they had no idea that that run of form will actually be busted at some point, and at the Nest of Champions, conceding 3 goals, and it's not still over. But well, there's still time. If the Resilience can see them back into this game, it would be some Niger Premier Football League folklore.
The fans would definitely be happy. Ezekiel is off for Solomon Chigozie. Gideon Ezekiel has played his own part and looks like he's on the part of a winning team. How you can overturn 3-0 deficits, I don't know when that happens. A 3-0 scoreline can hardly be overturned in the Nigerian Premier Football League, but maybe in the Champions League, maybe in the Premier League in England, it can happen. And that's not trying to underrate our league. A lovely pass there from Sani Suleiman as Akwa United is still going for goal. Ubong Friday is there. Solomon Chigaze is there as well. Emmanuel James finds Sani Suleiman. He can't just go for another one. Shoba Kabir was there, but it didn't meet him. Akwa United clearly the better side today, rejuvenated, promise keeper side. The last time they were here, they lost to Doma United, and they're not about to allow that happen anymore. Every single player on this Akwa United side has been a workaholic. Shea has been very, very instrumental to this one. Shoba Kabir. A crazy clearance there from the number 39, Abba Khalid. And so Bashir Usman, Ifeanyi Okoye, and Abba Khalid are the new entrants for Niger Tornadoes, while Akintunde Aziz, Mohamed Husseini, the captain, and Adenka Najim Jr. are the players who are off in that what looked like a final substitution for Niger Tornadoes today. Even as we look at the final 10 minutes or the final 15 minutes of this encounter, as it were, the yellow cards are coming in hard and fast, as it were. And so it's been 5 substitutions, no doubt, in this second 45 for Niger Tornadoes, 5 of them for the new side. And for Akwa United, at least they had Solomon Chigozie on for, of course, Gideon Ezekiel.
Well,
looks like Coach Mohamed Babaganoru is not thinking about changing a winning side so much. Solomon Chigozie is the only man who has come on so far.
I mean, Abba Khalid, well, it's the changes that Niger Tornadoes have made have been very crucial. Abba Khalid coming on today, being his birthday, has made 3 very crucial interceptions so far since coming on. And I think, I mean, for the 21-year-old, it's just been very, very fantastic. Look at him just dazzling, able to, get to the front, from behind. Just a very, very crucial player for, I mean, a young star, one to watch, one to look out for. And today, at the Nest of Champions, being his birthday, I mean, he's just showing that he would have possibly been brought in on here on this pitch much earlier, and having made his 22nd appearance for Niger Tornadoes this season.
Well, Tornadoes have never won here, and they don't look like they're going to win here today. Akwa United have won every single game they played against Niger Tornadoes at the Nest of Champions. And ever since this fixture started. And so it's going to be a very Herculean task for the Ikon Ala boys to try and get one over Akwa United. And this is a fixture that dates back to 2007. And the last 6 meetings at home, it's been Akwa United all the way. So Akwa United on their way to winning this one here. And they are doing this in very great style. Play stopped momentarily as Emmanuel James is taking off. Ball looked like he was kept in play by Solomon Chigozie, but the linesman raised his flag. Emmanuel James is being attended to. But it's Akwa United boys definitely not relenting. One man is on the bench hoping to make his appearance for Akwa United. That's Sani Suleiman. It might be the goal that would be widely celebrated. Solomon Chigoziem. Solomon Chigoziem is brought down. It's a penalty. A penalty for Akwa United. A fourth goal is in the offing. It was Sani Suleiman who had the advantage but saw an onrushing Solomon Chigoziem, the substitute for Edidion Ezekiel, laid the pass to him, and Ezekiel was brought down by Joshua Enaholo. And while the Niger Tornadoes players are busy complaining, the referee would have none of that. Referee Justin Egwom, from your end, Samuel, was that a penalty?
Well, I mean, Naholo tried to get his hands to the ball, but suddenly, I think from what I could see from this end, it looked like Solomon Chigoziem's leg was already, with the ball. And interestingly, Akwa United now almost, ready to get their fourth goal in this very game. Solomon Chigoziem's paciness. Baba Ganero was all smiles, happy, relieved. And here we go.
And so it looks like as clear as crystal. Anaholo bringing down Solomon Chigoziem, and here goes Ubong Friday, 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper for a hat trick in this encounter, and set to make his sixth goal of the season. Ubong Friday goes for it, and it's goal number 4 for Akwa United. A hat trick for Ubong Friday, and 6 goals overall for the jersey number 14. Never in doubt, it seemed. Akwa United are cruising right here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Probably the highest score line for this team this season. What a way to come back after losing here a few weeks ago to Doma United, their first loss of the season. And now they're about to have their biggest victory of the season with a 4-0 lead. And it's still just a little under 10 minutes to go in this encounter. Well, Coach Mohamed Ganaru is not done yet because more substitutions are coming on the way. But it's 4-0. Ubong Friday is a goal scorer. Today is his day. Can we say today is Ubong Friday day?
Well, Ubong Friday day. I mean, he's gotten a hat trick at this very venue. One of the fans' favorite, one of the most loyal players to the club, the orange badge for Akwa United. And certainly the fans are delighted. There's no other day, what a better time than this time for the fans. I mean, they would feel very happy. And I think this will be a very pleasure moment for not just the fans, also for the players and for Coach Baba Ganaru.
Kabiru Shoba has played all his part. That goes Ubong Friday. Looks like the man is insatiable. Still hungry for more goals, Ubong. Well, 6 goals in the second half of the season. 3 of them coming in one match. That's one of the few hat-trick scorers for the season. We'll get in the list of the hat-trick so far this season. But when you mention hat-trickers, you must mention Ubong Friday as one of them so far. And it's a hat-trick that Akwa United needed so far, so much as well. Jean Efala taking it easy, sending it all the way out. Sadi Emmanuel, the lone man up front. Mohamed Babagan Nanaru has been playing Sani Suleiman as the lone man up front. Wasn't his usual position under Umar Abdullahi. But here we go. And hopefully for Baba Ganaru, he might just be getting. It's a shot there, but it's weak from Niger Tornadoes. And that's, of course, Okoro Victor.
Well, if there's something this players in orange jerseys, Akwa United, can do in this very game, despite having 4 goals, I think it would be the prayers of the goalkeeper, Jean Fowler, that he can actually get his 3rd clean sheet of the season. He's conceded 22 goals this season, and this is an opportunity for him to make it 3 clean sheets. But well, will that happen? It's got to see.
It looks like Coach Baba Ganaru is trying to field some of the players who haven't tasted action for a while. I mean, what do you do when you're leading 4 goals to 0?
In front of your home fans, I mean.
Bring in everybody, man. All right, so confirmation that Ubong Friday's hat-trick is the 6th NPFL hat-trick this season. After Yiman Wagwa of Rivers United, Robert Mizo Bayelsa, Yusuf Abdullahi of Kano Pillars, Albert Hillary of Plateau United as well. Jerome Hachu is making his way out of the encounter today. And of course,
well, Jerome Hachu from obscurity on the bench, and now being applauded
the main man. Dara Ojo is making his way in as Jerome makes his way out. Anthony Anioke, you would see him as Tony on the pitch, also making his way in as well. Anthony Anioke played a sizable number in the first half of the season, but looks like no reason why Baba Ganaru should confine him to the bench right now. At least he could enjoy the final minutes of this encounter. Niger Tornadoes obviously didn't see this coming. So once again, Nenrod Silets of Plateau United, Iman Wagwa of Rivers United, Robert Mizo of Bayelsa, Yusuf Abdullahi of Kano Pillars, and Albert Hillary of Plateau as well. So 2 players in Plateau United have scored a hat-trick. And 1 now from Akwa United. 6 hat-trick players or scorers in the Premier League. One of them is made here tonight at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Niger Tornadoes trying their best right now. What can they do? It's a number 7 man now. It's Benjamin Osman. Clinton Jefta was dispossessed. Sani Suleiman is still very active there. He bits his man. It looks like we might be seeing a fit goal. Let Solomon Chigozien wait in. Sani Suleiman went solo this time. In the previous goal, he actually assisted Solomon Chigozien. This time decided to go solo. Many would have thought he would have chipped that one, but Solomon Chigozien was waiting on the wings just to get a pass from him. But it did not happen. What's wrong with a man trying to get a goal today?
I mean, his teammates have been on the score sheet. 4 goals already scored. Bong Friday with a hat trick. Osuba Kabel also with a goal. And Solomon Sani also wanted to come to be a part of that party. But absolutely not the best moment. He would have given that ball to Solomon Chigoziem, and possibly Akwa United would have avenged Gombe United in this very fixture.
5 minutes of regulation time to go. 5 minutes left. Akwa United fans are already excited. And they don't care how many minutes left. They do know that they are getting all 3 points today. But then again, this is football and anything can happen. That's Jefta now. Here goes solo. But that solo effort goes to oblivion.
Well,
Match day 30 of the Nigeria Premier Football League live at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium right here in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. The clock ticks on the elite league of Nigerian football for this season. Who will wear the crown? Rangers International at the moment are topping the table. Akwa United, on the other hand, are trying to beat the drop. Niger Tornadoes are trying to get on the continent. Sani Suleiman is trying to get to the ball, but it's Joshua Naholo who sends it back in after holding on to it. There goes the jersey number 9 now, squares it straight to the Abba Khalid. Abba Khalid. See who's taking in. Clinton Jefter now. It's still Jefter. Jefter alone. Well, there's Pascal Anunze. And then, of course, there's Sylvester Bell, who's still right here. Niger Tornadoes. A little slip there. Looks like Niger Tornadoes could get a goal. Yes, they do. Clinton Jefter, for all his work today, has finally lashed on a loose ball and reduced the deficit in just about 2 minutes to the end of this encounter. It is 3-1. Would it count for anything? We can only wait to find out. 3-1. Clinton Jefter with a goal for Niger Tornadoes.
Well, I mean, it would be very disappointing for some fans who are feeling already like they would have gotten a clean sheet in this very game. But Jennifer, absolutely, I think he would be one to be more miserly after conceding on a day when his team was partying and getting the goals in this very game. Well, the Cameroonian would be feeling it.
Well, Jerome is off the pitch, and it's almost looking like the fans might blame the fact that the Cameroonian is not on the pitch. But where would we now see the essence of the other players? Ubong Friday keeps it in play and ends a throw-in for Akwa United as well. 3-1. 90 minutes. Well, it's 89 effectively going to 90. Sani Suleiman, Ubong Friday, Solomon Chigoziem, back to Ubong Essien, Pascal. Essien now is dispossessed. It looks like the goal scorer Clinton Jefter is in a lot of trouble with the promise keepers. And it's a yellow card given. Unfortunately, it's a second yellow for Ubong Essien. It's Ubong Essien who was shown the second yellow card. The Akwa United players insists that it's Pascal, but he would have none of that. Justin Egum, the goal center referee, insists it is Ubong Essien who has a red card, showing a second yellow for a rash challenge here today. And as much as they would try to deceive the referee, it definitely wouldn't count right now. He goes out with an applause, but the young man is not excited as well. He's played so hard in this game. 4 minutes of action, additional time left in this encounter. It's 90 minutes so far. And there's another yellow card that has been issued right now. This time it's going to Sani Suleiman, actually. And we're wondering, the referee is in a very, very bad mood at this moment, Samuel. The referee's in a bad mood. Well, Akwa United are in the ascendancy, and all they need to do now is just ensure they keep the defense alive. Niger Tornadoes also would take advantage of this one. They've already reduced the deficit to 2 goals. Of course, Abba Khalid is 1-on-1 there with Kofre. Ubong Friday, actually. He gets a handshake from Clinton Jefter. But there's a man down for Akwa United. It's Emmanuel James who is down. Emmanuel James is crawling in pain at the moment. That should take some time off the 4 minutes of added time, minimum added time as it were. As Akwa United hope to hold on to this lead, 3-1, and with 1 man down, Samuel.
Well,
we would see, obviously, maybe a dramatic finish to this one.
well, the 1 man down, Niger Tornadoes, they've got the players that can get them the goals even at extra time. We've seen Solomon Owelo, who just returned from the African Games, back in the squad. Very super sub. I mean, he's back in this very game. And we've also seen Abba Khalid with actually, Belapin made some very crucial interceptions. I mean, they've got some mix of players that can do something, but 3 minutes, I mean, we've had 4 minutes of added time, 1 minute already gone, ticking off, and 3 minutes now into 3 minutes, of the added time. It doesn't look like there would be much of that drama in this very encounter, but certainly there's already enough drama. I mean, Jenna Fowler getting to erase that clean sheet that was about to be, and then Ubong Friday receiving the red card, a second yellow and a red card in this encounter.
And so it's already 2 minutes inside the 4 minutes of added time, and Akwa United are looking very comfortable as the clock ticks in this match day 30 encounter. They know that all they needed here was a win. There was no debate about it. Solomon Chigozie tried his best to change the game as he came on.
Oh.
The man of the moment. Even as Niger Tornadoes try their best to see if they can double their lead right here or actually get another goal, as it were. Well, sadly, not in the lead. This guy's Sani Suleiman, the poster boy. Looks like he's tired. We hear some people saying in the background. Niger Tornadoes, Wisdom and Doan has been ever present at the back and making no mistake about repealing any attack from Niger Tornadoes today. Of course, Awal Mobi is cleared out right now. Niger Tornadoes looking for a last gasp goal right there. Someone Moelo. Ball sent in. Jonathan Fowler handles it. And it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. What a show it has been. They stared the abyss in the face, but they told themselves we need to plow back up, and that is what Akwa United are doing so far. 4 goals today, and it's been the most resounding scoreline they have seen. Niger Tornadoes tried to cut this deficit, but it wouldn't count for anything. As they move on in a quest to stay up in the Nigeria Premier Football League, can Akwa United beat the Trop? Well, the question will be answered in 8 weeks' time, but for now, they have surmounted today's hurdle, which is overcoming Niger Tornadoes, who before now had been back-to-back winners away from home at, of course, Bendel and Yanagwa. It has finished right here, 4-1 in favor of the Promise Keepers. And just before we go, Samuel Morris, how much does this win mean to the aspirations of Akwa United this season? How much does it mean to them?
Well, it's really not changed their fortunes as far as the table is concerned. But I think for their eagerness for the motivation, it would be very crucial for them to know that they can do this. Means scoring 4 goals in an encounter like this on home soil in the league this season, they would be really happy for getting this number of goals, and I think it would really motivate them. Oshuba Kabir getting his first goal of the season, that speaks of what can happen, that they players can get something out of it. Oshuba Kabir will be quite glad that his efforts paid off. All the runs, all the paciness finally pays off, and match day 30 for him. And also for Bonk Friday, getting his first hat-trick this very season. A first for both players who scored today for Akwa United. I think for them also a first for Coach Ganaru, getting his first win in Akwa United. So 3 firsts so far for them. I think it's going to usher a new era if they take it up and see how they can turn their fortunes around. But so far so good. The promise keepers know that a lot is at stake. Their place in the league is at stake. Their reputation as 2021 winners of the Niger Premier Football League is also at stake. And right now, this might just be the starting point for them. But for Majid Mohammed, he's conceded for the first time 4 goals in the Nigeria Premier Football League. He would be feeling it, and after coming from that run of form, 3 games, they did not lose those 3 games. They got 2 victories in their last 2 matches. And right now scoring 8 goals in the last 2 matches, but conceding 4 at the Nest of Champions. It would be for Coach Majid Mohammed to go back to the drawing board. And see what really went wrong. Why did they concede this number of goals, and see how to remedy. They didn't see this coming, but it's happened at the Nest of Champions.
All right, we have to speak with a number of fans right here. Last time they were here, a few weeks ago, it wasn't something that they loved so much. But now, let's find out what they think. Let's meet you. What's your name?
My name is Honorable Sondu Dombat, hail from Oregon. I'm here in Akwa Ibom State.
All right, so how do you feel about this win today?
I'm so excited about today's match. Honestly, Akwa United have done so much, and I want to appreciate them. And especially one of the players by name Ubong, I give him kudos because he really tried. I want to also appreciate the governor of this state, Pastor Basi Umano, for his warmly support to Akwa United. And I want to say that he should continue to support Akwa United, because even if outside, with the leg that I'm seeing here, the Akwa United will continue to perform well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So you're thinking that Akwa United will be able to survive relegation?
I believe by the special grace of God, they will survive.
All right, of course, we had to bring him here, and he is definitely one of those who made this transmission possible. Live on NPFL Live, courtesy of Propel Sports, powered by MTN and NairaBet. We have here with us the South-South representative on the board of the Nigerian Football Federation, himself a club owner, himself a stakeholder right here in Akwa Ibom football. And that's why he is clad in orange today. Right Honorable, of course, Etienne is right here with us, and one of the spectators in this game. A very great evening to you, and it's great to have you here with us, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Mighty George. Nice one here. It's very fulfilling having 2 of my boys play against each other in this match. And so it means that we're doing something great and for development of football in Nigeria. Also good for us that Akwa United comes 4-1 victors today. It has taken us, at least given us hope of survival of the relegation battle.
All right, tell us more about you. And we do know that you invest so much in youth football. Obviously, that's what got you into the echelon of Nigerian football. But tell us how you're able to harness people, young stars, and turn them into, national stars, as it were.
That's been our goal. It's been a dream come true for me to be able to own a professional football side. It's what we've been asking God to help us do, so that we can give these young guys opportunity to exhibit God's given talent in them. And so we feel fulfilled, like I said earlier on, two of my boys playing against each other, one scoring, one defending. It's a fulfillment, and I feel so happy that we are able to do this, giving these young boys opportunity, taking them from nowhere and taking them to somewhere. I'm so delighted, I'm so fulfilled. When these guys came to my academy about 3 years ago, nobody expected that they would play in NPFL, but today they are professional players, and we're delighted.
All right, for emphasis purposes, let's get the names of these players you're talking about.
Clinton Jefta was in Karabada Academy, and I promoted him to FC1 Rocket 2 seasons ago. And same with Pascal Onuze for Akwa United.
Great stuff. Now let's look at the fate of Akwa United. This was one crucial match that they needed to win. And with just about 7 games to go, there were fears, there were concerns about the fans, from the fans and stakeholders, that how Akwa United could hold up this season. It's unfortunate, though, that Akwa United are now thinking of beating the relegation zone. But would you say that this happens in football, and how do you think they would fare?
Yeah, we're hopeful. We're hopeful good enough that they won today by a wide margin. We're hopeful that they will escape relegation. Nothing is impossible as far as the football is concerned. So we're very hopeful. They just need to be more committed to this survival battle, because it's actually a battle that they must survive. And so we're hopeful as a people, we're hopeful as a government that they will come through this relegation issue.
Okay, some things that you might not know is that, and I'm sure many of us know in the football circles, is that Right Honorable ASN's football club, FC1 Rockets, have also represented Akwa Ibom State in the FA Cup, the Federations Cup, as it were. And you qualified alongside Akwa United, which you lost to in the final. And so what are we expecting to see in the FA Cup as you go on another journey to represent Akwa Ibom State? And hopefully, do you think about going all the way to the continent or even getting to the final? Is that a tall dream?
Yeah, if you say it's a tall dream, nothing is impossible in football. Remember FC Arugo, how they were heralded some years ago. And so nothing is impossible in football. Last season, FA Federation Cup, ask Lobby Stars, they will tell you what happened at, when we met them. So we will still come up strong with any team, against any team that will play in this Federation Cup. They say that we just need to expose these boys and give them opportunity. They can get to higher pedestal through my team, and that is always our aim.
Finally, before we let you go, there is a new star, and someone that many think that would be the future of Nigerian football, which is Daniel Daga. And for those who do not know, this is a man who also has, we don't know the level of ownership you have of Daniel Daga, but we do know that we first knew Daniel Daga from FC1 Rockets. What is the future of this young man, and what's going on at the moment? People are asking.
I had said it earlier on before now, long time ago, about 2 years ago, that Daniel Daga is the future of Nigerian football. I own Daniel Daga. I'm his father because I own his consent, the parental consent of him. I gave him the platform. I scouted him in Benue State some 3 years ago, and that was after the COVID, and he was in Karabana Football Academy, same like Clinton, Jefta Clinton, they played together. And then he had his breakthrough also playing for record Rockets men team 2 seasons ago, and today he's in Eyimba. Eyimba is on loan in Eyimba, and you will soon hear things about Daniel Daga and Nigerian football. It is the future, that is the truth.
Well, you heard it first here on this live broadcast that we'll soon hear things about Daniel Daga. Right Honorable Nsesi, and thank you very much for talking to us. NFF board member representing the South-South Zone. Have a very lovely evening.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's time to wrap up this broadcast here today. Mighty George, of course, on behalf of the whole crew of Propel Sports and NPFL Live, and special shout out to our sponsors, MTN, and not forgetting Naira Bet, the home of sports betting. We say thank you for being with us on Match Day 30. We see you on Match Day 31, and don't forget, keep supporting Nigerian football, because waiting now our own football be this. So we don't come out for here. What a rush.